I'm recording this video inside a mental health hospital. Um, I'll show you the room for those people that haven't had the opportunity to understand or know what it's like inside here. And then I'll talk after I've shown you the room. So, yeah, I'm just going to sit on the bed and speak. I was brought in here on, well, nearly 3 days ago now. This isn't the first time I've been here. So I took an overdose coming up a week ago now. Was just admitted to General Hospital for treatment and then transferred into here. So, yeah, the reality is, and a lot of this is because of COVID, but I'm basically room bound, not allowed out my room. Tested negative for COVID, so I know that's not an issue. But yeah, been stuck in here now for this is the fourth day. Very little contact with staff other than meds being distributed and obviously food. But it's hard. It's not the therapeutic atmosphere people are led to believe it is inside here. The reality is, for me anyway, virtually nil contact with staff. They just hourly checks, literally just look through the glass in your room to make sure you're still there. And then meds and food, and that's it. As I said, a lot of that's COVID, so I'm not necessarily blaming the system as a whole, but for someone that's struggling with mental health and has had a crisis, their idea of support is basically locking you in a room, not literally, but almost. And I don't know what the benefit of this is whatsoever. I'm not stupid. I know this isn't my first time here. I've been here several times in the past under police section 136 and informally as well. But this isn't treatment whatsoever. This is hard for someone that has mental health issues, and I would say is quite weak mentally at the moment. They put you in a situation where actually you need to be quite mentally strong to get through this, because regardless of whether you've got mental health issues or not, to put someone in a room for the best part of 4 days with virtually no access other than your room, no visitors, no family, no friends are allowed to visit. To be put in that situation, whether you have mental health issues or not, is hard. It's not. It's I cannot see the logic in why they would think this would be beneficial for someone who's 6 days ago overdosed. I don't know how and why they think this is the best form of therapy. I know what they are doing. Obviously, they're covering themselves. They're trying to risk assess. They're trying to keep me safe. But I'm not sure whether it's a fine line between keeping someone safe and supporting them and giving them the right help. Not once have I been asked by a member of staff um, how I'm feeling, how I am. I've asked several times to have a one-to-one chat with staff. Um, they say yes, yeah, we'll come back to you, and you never see them again. Or if you do, they've already forgot. So yeah, but as I said, so yeah, the room literally. Try and get it so it's all in. But yeah, basically, that's it. This is all it is. Nothing more. Window, door, toilet, shower. Yeah. So all I would say is for people that are struggling, be strong in terms of what you want. The only person that knows you is you. So for me, being in this situation, what would have helped more than anything is just for staff to ask, "How are you, Simon? Are you okay?" That in alone would be. It just shows that they're there for you, as opposed to it just feels like they're just doing their job. It's just a box ticking exercise. I just feel like the whole time they're just covering themselves, and it's almost like I can almost see it from an investigation point of view, where if anything was to happen to me, the investigation would obviously look at this and look at that. And yeah, on the surface, they've ticked this box, they've ticked that box, they've checked on me, they've done this, they've said they're going to do this, they've told me they're going to do that. Yeah, okay, all the boxes are ticked, all the paperwork's there, great. But just scratch below the surface, and what actually have they done? What have they positively put in place that's benefited me? Yeah, I am really skeptical. I don't believe or understand the mentality of the people here. You get the odd member of staff that's friendly. I'm not going to tarnish them all with the same brush, but they're just, and I know it's hard. I'm with COVID and stuff. I get that, but I'm told I can't come out my room. I'm self-isolating. Can't do this, can't do that. So then I have a meeting with a consultant 2 days ago and said this, and he said that it's difficult to implement the recommendations because of the situation. Okay, that's fine. I get that, but every member of staff has a different take on what I should and shouldn't be doing. So yesterday, for example, I wasn't allowed out of my room. Can't come out. Meals brought to you. Meds brought to you in the morning. Yeah, can't come out. But staff changeover. I don't know what time it happens. 9 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that. New shift come on. Normally we tend to get meds about sort of, I don't know, 10 o'clock. Knock on the door. Meds are here. Okay. And then I'm asked to queue up with everyone else down the corridor and around the corner outside the meds room So I'm now standing in a queue with 10 other people, no mask. Yeah, there's just no continuity at all. It's just ludicrous. There's no sanitization stations anywhere. There's nowhere at all that I've seen, and I've made a point of looking for them, where you can sanitize your hands, put antibacterial gel on. Nothing. The staff that bring your food to you and your meds to you in the mornings, no gloves. So they're handing patients cups of water and stuff to take their meds and stuff with. There's contact, not directly, but there's contact with other patients, with cups and mugs and jugs and that sort of thing. It's just, the whole thing is just an absolute farce. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I am quite, yeah, I suppose angry can be interpreted the wrong way, but yeah, the system certainly is not how it's perceived to be. It's very easy to say, oh, we offer this and we do that, and there's a care plan in place. Oh yeah, care plans. It's okay. Let's talk about care plans. So I was told when I first got admitted that I was going to get spoken to by a member of staff to come up with a care plan. That never happened. The consultant then said to me that we'll get a member of staff to come and do a care plan with you. I said that he had said that before, and he said he'll make sure that gets done today. Yeah, that was 2 days ago. And I don't know what they expect, but when you're in a crisis, when you really are in a crisis, the last thing you're going to do is reach into your pocket, unfold a bit of paper, and start going through what your care plan is and how to action it. I mean, how does that, I just don't, do they not get what a crisis is? When you're in a crisis, normality and I don't know the word I'm looking for, but yeah, does that just not go out the window? If you're in a crisis, everyday things blur away and you're in that moment. And I get that there should be a care plan in place because that's part of a risk assessment. And maybe sometimes it can benefit you. But when you got to a crisis, you've gone beyond what your care plan, for me, can do. You're not going to sit down and read rationally what your care plan says. Oh, point one of my care plan is I need to ring this number and ask. I don't know. I don't even know what this video is about, to be fair. It's just a case of just shining a light on what the reality actually is. Because as I said, it can, they're very good. Or certainly, I'm not going to go into which hospital I'm in or what care I'm under, but they're very good at giving this sort of glossy, we're here to help our patients, and you on arrival you see that the patient has the right to this and right to that and this and that and da 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 da. But this is the raw reality of it. I overdosed nearly 7 days ago. Apparently it was quite serious. I'm not going to lie, I knew what the risks were, I knew what I was doing. And then I'm left in hospital for 2.5 days after that, where at any point I could have I could have discharged myself. I could have walked out the door, um, and gone back to work literally the same day. Um, but I went along with what they were saying, and they said you need to go to hospital. And then when you arrive, the options I had were, when I didn't want to be here, were you have two options. We either section you, which I think is under a different type of section to what the police 136 is, because this was a medical professional doctor that was saying this to me. So I had two options. One, you will section you here and now, or two, you stay and be treated. So I can't see how that is an option. If the outcome of the two options is the same, in my head, that's not an option. Yeah, they just seem to like play with your mind. And as I said, day 4 now, I've been stuck in this room. For anyone, regardless of how strong you are, that has got to be detrimental. It's got to be. You can't take away someone's effectively life in terms of living, personal possessions. I came in here with the clothes I had on, and my phone. That's it. That's all I've had. I had no access to any. I was bought a small bar of soap and a towel, and that was it. So yeah, someone who's just come out of a crisis, literally just come out of a crisis, has been shoved in a room, no friends to access, no family to come and visit, not allowed out your room, restricted access to just basic things like asking just like water. You got to, I don't know, this seems like a rant, I know, but I just want people to actually understand the reality of what it's like in here, and how they think this is helping. And yeah, I've had to find strength to be able to get through these last few days, and I don't have that strength. After I come out of a crisis, I'm pretty like hyper. So I come out and I just want to get back to work. I just want to get back to normal life and just get on with things and catch up with the days I've lost. But I'm also exhausted as well. So yeah, we'll see. I'm supposed to be getting I don't know, assessment by a psychologist tomorrow. And we'll see what that brings. But yeah, it just seems to me ironic that you're asking someone to be put in this position against their will, because I've asked to leave on several occasions, and for what one reason or another, I can't. So yeah, it's tough. But if you have a family member or a friend that's in this position, and you are able to help, the slightest thing can lift their mood, and it could be something so trivial. Just send a text message in the morning, or last thing at night, hope you sleep well, or anything. It hasn't got to be anything over and beyond what is expected or what you think is expected. Just be there for that person. But you've got to reach out to them, because I from a personal level, I'm not going to speak out and ask for help. I'm not that sort of person. And maybe that's where I go wrong. But yeah, just be there in any way you can. And you know what? Just keep sending those "How are you" messages and hope you're okay. It hasn't got to be long-winded or anything like that. But yeah, be quite persistent because yeah, I'm struggling, and I don't think I'm personally that ill, but yeah, we'll see. Well, thanks for listening, and I hope it's just been an insight to the reality of that for 4 days. Thanks.